Today's video is brought to you by Oxedo LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxedo LED lighting, and here is some after Oxedo LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxedo LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. In today's episode, I've got my dad doing some work. No, just kidding. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. In today's episode, we're working on the 32 again. As you can see, I got my dad here in the back. He's polishing up some fenders, and we're just trying to knock some of the ugly out of those, sprucing them up a bit. But we're going to be kind of replacing a few things, just making everything dialed in nice and tight. A lot of it is detail work. And the detail stuff is what really sets things apart from a quality build versus a not quality build. And this is a quality build. Let's be first and foremost, let's get that straight. But there are just a few little things like you've seen me doing, cleaning this up, changing some bolts so that all the heads match and stuff like that. Now, I've repeated this 100 times, but it's those little things that when they all match and are lined up right or the same size, you don't notice it because it's just the way it's supposed to be. If you look at something and you've got 3 different size bolts in it and different heads and different whatevers, finishes and things, it sticks out. It slaps you in the face and you're like, God, that's ugly, And so instead of picking nuts and bolts out of that coffee can that we all have in our garage full of miscellaneous stuff to complete a project, we actually went to the hardware store and got a bunch of nice stainless hardware and are using it in the appropriate places. So we're going to tidy up that today. We're also going to clean up the inside interior a little bit. There's a little stain on the carpet and some things, and we're going to condition the leather and everything in that nature. So before we get too far, you guys know the routine. So hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave a comment, a thumbs up. All that stuff is super, super helpful and is very greatly appreciated. So let's kind of see what we got going on here. See, these fenders are fiberglass, and they were put on after the initial build, and they were done by a different painter, different body shop, different people in general, so they don't quite match as nice as we would like, and the quality isn't quite where the rest of the build is. And without getting into a lot of expense and wet sanding and body shop stuff, you'd be amazed at what a little rubbing compound and some wax will do. It's only going to do so much, but what it does do is a huge night and day difference compared to what we had when we started. So things are really, really sprucing up on this guy. The mailman was just here, brought us a couple little goodies, so we got some more things to do on here, but that's going to be coming up in a later video, so I'm going to leave you in suspense with wondering what showed up in the mail today. Today's video is brought to you by Oxedo LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxedo LED lighting, and here is some after Oxedo LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxedo LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. But she's looking good. Let's go ahead and get some of that hardware replaced and get that interior looking right, because, well, you spend all of your time in the car pretty much, and that's what you see, and you just want it to look super nice. We're going to condition this leather. We're going to polish out any of the chrome, stainless, and aluminum like we did in the 36.3 window. I do have, let me get in here and pop this door. I do have a bit of a stain on the floor here in the carpet from I'm guessing a heel or something, so we're gonna address that as well. I did already vacuum, and what happened here, what I'll show you, we're going to be working on, these are the door hinge, and it's just a leather strap, a couple little screws on each side, right? So they had standard screw heads on all of these, and everything else is a nice Phillips, just everything looks right. So I went and got the correct ones. I changed them out, but I had one on this side I couldn't get out. It just turned and turned. I tried pulling on it with a vice grip as I'm turning, doesn't come out. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the original hardware back in. And I also had the same problem on this side. And just one little buddy there that doesn't want to come out. So we're going to put those back, and then we're going to kind of start working on this floor and this steering wheel. That glare looks purple, but we're going to polish that up nice. A lot of little intricacies as far as, they call this a banjo style wheel. And lots of little areas to polish and clean, but she'll shine like a diamond when we get done. So it's just little things, you know. We've got all the same heads now, and they're actually in the same direction. We've got proper upholstery screws in all of our areas that are visible. They all match. So that is what we were looking for. Same over here. Everything's looking nice and tidy. Like that. So now we're going to work on this stain. There's a couple of them here. We're going to work on that a little bit. But like I was saying earlier, this is a quality build. Look here up under the dash. Just the upholstery work as far as the kick panels. I mean, the nice little stainless that flows right into the door, which when it's closed also flows right into the back here, and there's a little baby elbow rest that kind of carries off of that one, which is super nice. The pleating and how everything is you know, done super well. Up under the dash looks really nice. I mean, you can't complain. They did not cut corners. We're going to polish up that pedal as well. All of that. Any of the billet and aluminum. But it's just a clean looking ride underneath here. The dash is where a guy could hide a lot of ugly junk. A lot of bad wiring, but I mean, just look how tidy the wiring is. So very quality, very, very quality. A lot of time and money was put into building this. But all right, let's get working on these stains. What do you say? We got rid of the pesky stains. Carpet is looking fresh again. Not too bad, not too bad. So the next thing we're gonna tackle is our tack. It's just a little guy, but you'll notice it's upside down. So I'm guessing they had it on this side of the wheel. It probably got in the way of the key or the handbrake when they were dealing with that, and realized, hey, let's flip it over here, but they just twisted it on the column and they didn't straighten that out. So we're gonna loosen it up and spin it in the housing and tighten her back down and let it be the way it should have been. Facing the right direction. It's not blocked by the wheel. We can cross that off the list.